Okay, let's starting this off. This is Poorly Cooking with the King, episode 1. I like how you couldn't even like try to make it look good in the title.
Like, yeah, I know this is shit, but I'm still gonna upload it anyways to make a buck off it.
Yeah, I don't get why anybody would upload a nearly 20-minute video of just you cooking something.
Is he like, okay, so we have to wait 10 minutes for this to boil, so I guess I'll just stare at the pot for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's probably it, honestly.
Phil, haven't you learned to watch kettle never boils? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Let's just film my toaster as I put the bread in there.
DSP on no sleep and in a mad rush to eat something decent before playthrough has to
Nope.
grab his video camera to make 3 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Wait, 3?
It makes 3 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches with one hand. Because tripods are too hard to buy.
Just set it on your counter.
Wouldn't you get some duct tape and just duct tape it to your head, and then you would have both hands? Like,
Or
if you're
just
that desperate?
Yeah, or just kind of duct tape it to one of the cabinets that I see the shadow of on the wall, then have it hanging down, pointing at the stove.
You're getting a bird's eye view of how to make bread?
So, here's what I don't get. No sleep, right? But it's 7:05.
But he's got to do a playthrough. He stood up all night trying to figure out what he's going to do for Make the King and what playthrough he was going to do next. And all that video editing he does, too, on top of that.
Well, 7:05, is that like the wee hours of the morning to him?
Oh man, I can't believe
so
I'm
early.
up this early.
Because I remember a while ago, he was like, I'm not going to watch the Microsoft video conference because that's at 10 in the morning. I'm not waking up that early.
I guess if he makes his own hours, he can get up whenever he feels like it, but that's kind of sad when it's hard to pry yourself out of bed at 10.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, today I woke up at 11, but that's because I went to bed at 6.
What a slacker.
Like, and that is like AM to AM.
Jesus.
Yeah, well.
How to and style. Something that will never be shown in this video.
Is that in his tags?
That's in his categories, yes. How to and style.
I haven't checked those out yet.
I haven't seen the tags he used for the videos, but that is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What? Okay, the tags are kind of. There's one part of them that's pretty great. So, like you got the standard ones, and then it's poorly cooking, but using an apostrophe before the N and the G. Oh no, cooking without the G. I mean, with just the apostrophe. Cook video with W/THE. King, bacon, egg, cheese, and sandwiches. BEC. Gamer fuel, gamer food.
I have no clue what the hell BEC stands for, but why did he need to have the shorthand for with in his tags?
I don't know. Somebody in the comments, if you could please tell us what BEC means, that would be very helpful.
Oh, here, BEC is, according to the first result in Google, business certificates from Cambridge English Language University, it looks like.
Are you fucking... He's bragging about that in his tags? Like, I've got a business degree, so you might just want to know.
Cambridge English Language Assessment. I don't know if that's true. Here we go. Wikipedia may have something on it. Schools, curriculum, companies. Oh, BEC, bacon, egg, cheese.
Okay, good.
I like the business certificate better because that makes him seem so much more vain.
Same here. Something else I'd like to point out before we start is if you type poorly, just look at the results that come up, because for me, Cooking with the King is the second suggested result. Or like poorly into YouTube, I mean.
Poorly played stream. Poorly Cooking with the King.
I think poorly played stream is also Phil. YouTube just knows. Alright, let's not put this off any longer.
Alright.
Ready?
Yep.
What's up, everyone? It's DSP, and this is an unprecedented moment. I'm actually doing something that some people have asked for, probably just joking around, but
that is unprecedented. He's doing what his fans want.
It is the morning
Without
of
a
the
Patreon
release
goal,
of the
too.
Mass
Holy
Effect
crap.
2 DLC,
That's
the
amazing.
Shadow Broker, as well as the new game
Wait,
Spider-Man.
how do you screw up your clock so badly?
Shattered Dimensions. I am
It's
in
sometime
turbo
between
mode
7:06 and
because
7:11.
if you can see over there on my TV, the DLC for Mass Effect 2 is downloading. It just became available at 7 a.m.
I had to get
on
up
the
so
East
early
Coast
to
of the
do
United
that.
States. I'm downloading it, and I
Gotta
am
play it as soon
fucking
as possible for
starving.
those
I was
views.
up all night playing a couple other games.
Why couldn't I
and
pre-download
am
this so I could
starving,
play it right
I
away?
got everything going here. What am I going to do? I'm going to whip up a couple of express mode bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Oh
which
boy, we
include
needed a
6
video to figure out
pieces
how to make that.
of white bread.
How is the express mode different from the
Bacon,
regular bacon and
obviously.
egg and
This is
cheese?
hardwood smoked bacon. Eggs.
He
These are
doesn't let it cook
jumbo-sized
all the way.
white eggs.
Ugh.
2 frying pans. I have them both on the stove right now at
Oh,
just
is that what
above
it is, Phil?
medium
Thanks.
strength
I thought it was on the
temperature.
microwave.
Obviously, you must put on your fan on the top of your stove whenever you're frying anything. Don't
Now, you
turn
may
that
hear
off
my air
because I learned
conditioner in
the
the
hard way. As
background
soon
in
as
this
I moved in
video.
here, all the
I'm
alarms
gonna put the
went off,
camera
all the
right
fire
next to the
alarms, and it
fan while I
wasn't
look
too
down at
pretty.
things. You might hear some noise.
So, what am I going to do?
Just try to
We're
deal with it.
talking 1 jumbo egg, a couple slices of bacon per sandwich, obviously 2 pieces of bread,
Ugh.
and, American cheese, which I've also prepared. First thing you want to do,
Ugh.
either butter your pans or spray
Yeah,
them
that's a
down.
lot
I
to
don't
eat
have
for a
time to
breakfast.
Can I put any
fucking
more
butter.
grease in
I'm
my
a very
pan,
young
please?
gamer. So I spray my
Don't
pans
use
with
Pam
this
on bacon.
Pam. I use the natural
Bacon has
shitty
its own
organic
grease.
canola oil. You can use the other stuff. Doesn't really matter. But
I don't think my
Alright,
arteries
spray
can
that
clog
shit,
hard enough looking
cap
at
back
this.
on, get that shit out of the way. First thing you want to do when you're multitasking, as your pans are heating up, alright, cool. Your toaster's plugged in. Let's get these bread toasting.
You want to put down the camera, maybe, Phil, to make it easier?
Let's get that to toast.
I like to know he's not even pointing the camera at what he's doing usually.
You get a glimpse of it off to
You
your
gotta wait
right,
for
and that's
you don't
about
wanna
it.
throw stuff on
Yeah.
a cold pan. You want to wait for it to be at least warm, lukewarm. I'm warming it
Why?
up right now. This is starting to feel pretty good, but
I'm pretty
honestly,
sure
the
it
other
cooks
day
it at the
I
same
fried some bacon.
like
I feel
at the same
honored
rate
to took
regardless.
a long-ass
Who
time
needs to
cook.
be
Oh, yeah,
told how
you're
to make
frying
something,
bacon.
too, from
The
this
key,
guy?
Put it on a plate.
Good question.
Double-coated with paper
Like,
towel.
are you 7 years old and just
Slam the
learning how
bacon
to
down on
use
there.
a
When it's
stove?
done, it's going to have a shitload of grease on it. You want it to absorb the grease. You don't want
There's
that
some
grease to be
70-year-old
all over
out there
the
who's
fucking
never learned how to
place.
cook. Is like,
The
oh well, if
tool's
this
the
guy could
trick.
do it, I can too.
You need these guys, tongs, to be flipping your bacon. You need to be grab it from
Oh,
the
you're
end
not
and
going to use
flip
your
it
bare
over when
hands,
it's
Phil?
ready.
Thank you.
Obviously, you need a spatula.
You could
to be
just
able
do
to
it with
flip your
anything
eggs.
else, like
Duh.
literally anything else.
Don't be an asshole. Don't try to flip your eggs with
Oh,
something
sorry. I
with
guess
or a
we
spatula
can't stop.
like a
We have to
spatula. I've
stop
seen people try it
criticizing
with
him.
a fork.
Oh yeah,
It
don't be an
doesn't
asshole.
work. You
Sorry.
look stupid.
Sorry, Phil.
I
Alright.
take back everything.
So it's starting to warm
that,
up now. I think
that
we're
is
gonna
some
put the
awful
down.
bacon.
Could there be
Obviously,
any more
depending on
fat
what
on
kind of
that?
bacon you have, different cooking times apply.
Is
This
there
a
any meat?
particularly fatty batch of bacon, which I'm kind of pissed off about because I didn't know that. Oh my god!
If it's really
bacon's already
fatty,
coming
don't use
apart. Ugh.
Then just scrap the project, Phil.
Fully-
That is really
oh.
fatty bacon. Holy shit!
Yeah, we can totally see the fatty bacon.
Not too happy about
Oh,
that,
wow.
Actually, because I just had a batch of center
Oh,
cut
Jesus
bacon.
Christ.
Center cut almost has no fat on it whatsoever.
I would not
And,
eat that
This
bacon.
is the complete opposite. This is super
I would
You know
throw
what,
that
Phil?
in the trash.
right now.
Pour a box of cereal in your mouth. The end.
I'm making
By the
3
way, too, he
sandwiches,
said that he's not going to use his hands
which
to
means I
flip
probably
it,
want 2 or
but
3
Oh
pieces
my
of bacon per
God.
sandwich.
He's,
This bacon is
I guess he will use his
gigantic.
hands to
I'll
pull it
probably only
apart.
try to do 2
I wonder
pieces
how
of
sick
bacon
he's
per
gonna get
sandwich,
after
so
this.
6. That's the biggest pan I have, which is
and
why
then
I'm
he'll
putting
blame it on
bacon in
another
it.
salad.
And he's gonna like smear it all over his camera, so he'll pick it up
Need
later
maximum
too.
cooking space.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm really pissed because 2 pieces of bacon just stuck together, and that's like the death wish.
Okay, then
You never get 2
put down the
pieces of bacon
camera,
separate.
you lazy
With one
bum.
fucking hand.
2 pieces of bacon stuck together, that's like a death wish. Like,
Putting that
for
bacon,
who?
egg, and cheese sandwich in your mouth isn't a death
I'll
wish,
wiggle
though.
shit out of that. Come on.
No.
I'm probably gonna have to put the camera.
Keep in
Oh,
mind,
I
too,
almost
he's
got it.
having
I
2
got it.
pieces of bacon
Shit.
per sandwich, so what's the problem?
Very true. Yeah, look at that
Cooked
Pam
bacon is
fry.
not gonna be pretty bacon because of what's going on. The bacon
That's a
is
lot of
sticking
Pam
together.
on it, too.
There's one here. Blah.
Well, he's putting the fat-free bacon in that pan, and that's why we don't see any.
Put it into position in the pan. So
Gotcha.
that obviously the bacon just barely touches on the edges. Let me move this one a little bit with the tongs so I don't burn my fucking hands
Put the
off.
camera on top of your microwave. We don't need to see the individual
One more
details.
piece.
You've already used your fingers, just don't use the just don't use the tongs at this point. What's it matter?
I
Oh,
gotta
I
get the
might get a little
salmonella on the
burn.
handle.
All right.
Mm.
Our bacon thing, which is good.
Hang on a second. Why does he have plastic for that Teflon pan and metal for the other Teflon pan? That's just gonna ruin the pan.
I don't.
Don't try to refrigerate it because it will go bad unless you're gonna cook it the next day.
That's why you make all the bacon and then you refrigerate it.
Now you wash your... Oh, I guess he's not gonna... I thought when he was looking at the sink, he was gonna wash his hands, but no, that was just him pointing at the camera.
Because I suck at cracking eggs, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put the
What?
camera down for a second.
Oh, thank God.
Into the frying pan here because I'm gonna make.
All right, now we're gonna see how he cracks eggs.
I like to think of the outlets just kind of shock looking there.
Oh my God, did he really just do that?
Right now this pan is scorching
How could you be
hot.
bad at cracking eggs?
Yep, I fucked up already. Bam. 2 eggs.
Well, to make a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, you gotta crack a few omelets.
Was he cracking on his counter?
How do you crack an egg? The easiest way to crack an egg.
It's to point a camera at the wall.
I slam it once against my stove.
What?
He is cracking it on the counter.
Very
What?
effective. You slam it once, you slam it.
You lightly tap it on the side.
You do it
Yeah.
gently,
Oh
and you
my
give it
fucking
enough
God.
force that you know it's gonna fucking crack. Here are my eggs. 3 eggs in the pan.
Oh, they all merge together, and that's like a death wish.
So when I cook eggs, I usually cook them.
No, I've never had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich before. Wouldn't you like maybe scramble the eggs instead, and that would make it, I don't know, just a little bit easier to eat?
No, I've never had one like either. So, personally, what I would do if I was making one is that I would just have it sunny side up.
Yeah.
Because I like it when the yolk spills out into the toast and soaks into it, and that makes it really delicious.
Alright, my toast popped.
So you could technically also make a bullseye if you really wanted to. And-
That's not toast.
Oh,
But, Phil, that bread is not toasted.
come on! Hotel Mario told us that all toasters make
I have a really
toast.
shitty toaster, by the way, so.
Apparently, it doesn't even make toast.
All right, well, I'm just going to hold down this lever for a good 5 minutes.
It will eventually stick, just trust me. You can buy new consoles and stuff, and you can't get a new toaster? You've got a grill right to your right.
It's looking like my 3rd fucking sandwich. Oh, there we go. I finally got.
Oh, thank God! I thought he really was going to hold it down.
Our bacon is looking horrible.
I would be
Pretty much
surprised.
because I had to
Oh
pull
my
a little
God!
bit
Look at that
off the pan.
shit.
Shit is right. I would not eat that.
But what are you gonna do?
That-
It is what it is.
You can throw it away.
Yeah, that's all you can do with it.
Oh my God! I'm just imagining it's like gum in your mouth now when you start chewing on that.
You might as well throw rubber into the
Ready to
pan.
flip, but we'll leave
It'd
it
probably
sit
be
there for a
healthier.
second. These eggs we are gonna flip soon. They're almost ready to flip. See, they're solid now. See, this
No,
is
we
how you
can't
know when
see.
to flip your eggs. When they're solid, the yolk is still bright yellow,
We're
but
not
they
with
look
you,
like
Phil.
there's no
We
more
can't
liquid on
test
the
the
top.
eggs for
That's when you
ourselves.
flip them. So I'm gonna flip these now.
They're solid, which is why they're falling completely apart when I move them.
That was a very sloppy
Nice.
Oh, well, that
And,
broke
and then you
open.
broke that one.
flip. I broke the yolk on that one. That was a massive failure.
Scramble would have been so much easier, especially if you're trying to do it one-handed. Jesus
Yeah.
There we
Christ!
go. That was a clean flip.
I don't
That's
think
how
it's
you do
really
it.
possible to screw up
Immediately,
scrambled
if you're
eggs.
gonna put cheese on
Oh!
your eggs,
Actually, he has a later video where he tries making scrambled eggs.
Are
as
you
soon as
fucking
flip
kidding
an egg,
me?
put the cheese on.
No, I'm
So
not.
Getting the cheese ready
Jeez.
here. It's stuck to my fucking hand, so that doesn't help. Throw
Ew.
that fucking cheese right on top. Sorry about the lens cap.
I've never seen anyone do that, actually, with cheese.
By the way, if you enjoyed this video, you may want to consider subscribing to Nintendo Power.
Oh, this is product
The cheese
placement.
right there. All the bread is
You know,
now
what to
done.
buy and what not to buy.
I'm doing all this with one hand.
Yeah.
If I can cook these with one hand, you can fucking do it like a human with 2 hands. I'm
Or
ripping
you
the
can
cheese
put
with
down
one
the
hand.
camera, point it at your face. We don't need to see the actual process. Just tell us what you're
So you
doing.
got 3 eggs.
And then
Yeah.
edit out the
Basically,
blank
3 eggs over
spaces.
easy.
Yeah.
All with the cheese, bacon cooking. Bacon's actually needs to be flipped right the fuck down. This one is all fucked up right now.
Oh yeah, or else it'll be ruined if you
Oh
don't
my
flip it right now.
Well, this is one-handed gamer cooking. This is what happens. Oh, that bacon's fucking destroyed.
What?
Oh my God!
It almost
Skin
looks like
is
regular.
crawling.
It almost looks like regular bacon, the ones that were flipped. So how is it destroyed?
This bacon was this bad. Like I said, the last batch I bought was center cut. I thought this was not this fucking bad. Ugh.
Oh
All
my
right.
God!
If it's
I'm
this
so-
bad, just throw it away.
I'm so glad I ate.
Sometimes you have to take a loss on something.
I'm so glad I ate already. I don't want to look at this anymore.
We're gonna have to start migrating the.
At least he's almost done, right? Like he's got the eggs ready. He's almost got the bacon ready.
Start migrating the eggs over to the plate, which.
Why don't you bring the plate closer?
Hold 3 sandwiches, so I should have
That's a
put
good
2
question.
fucking plates.
Please tell me
down
you're
on
not
it.
going to try and move the eggs all the way from there to the plate over there.
I think he is. 'Cause he
Gee,
called it a
look at
migration.
that! Oh, all over his floor.
Yeah.
Egg
Another thing
number
he's gonna have to
2.
clean up later.
Do you think he ever got a security deposit back for this apartment?
No.
Bam. Hopefully
He hasn't. I don't think he's even sold it yet,
Egg
hasn't he?
number 3.
I
Isn't he
do
still
not-
paying it off?
Piss me off.
I have no clue.
Eggs
Oh, no,
on
that's his condo,
sandwiches
never mind.
That quickly. We're gonna get the
But for
bacon
this
the
apartment,
fuck
no, I
out of
don't
the
think he
way.
ever got that
Let's
back.
see.
There's a wide
Look at
open
this
space right
brass
there. You
fucking
could have put the
bacon.
plate.
Before you ever take bacon off the plate,
That's where
you
the
have to
bacon
shake
was.
it.
That's
You have to
bacon
get the
space.
excess
Oh.
grease off of it. You slam
you
it
know.
down on the plate, you slam it around a little bit.
That's where you
flip
put
it,
the raw
do the
bacon.
same thing on the paper towel. You slam it around a little bit.
That's right. Yeah, he folded over the top plastic
Bam.
part.
You
Well, I sound
don't
like fucking
put it
Emerald.
back where
I'm
you
an
put the
asshole.
raw bacon.
That's right. You
It's
talk with an
basic health
accent
and
you say
sanitary.
sound effects, and that's how you sell.
I'm also not
cooking
wearing a
equipment.
hairnet, guys. Just letting you know.
This piece barely cooked because it must have been on the edge of the pan, so that's gonna go right there in the middle. I'm actually gonna migrate these over here.
I've never seen anybody boil bacon before.
So while those finish up, do not leave a pan on if there's nothing cooking. I'm turning that off right now. I turned it off.
You should have turned it off when the eggs were done.
Don't leave fucking pans
Basic
on
fire
cooking,
safety.
Trust me. I've walked up 2 hours later to see, oh shit, my stove is still on. I'm an
What an
asshole.
idiot.
I could have burned the
Wow.
place down.
How have you not burned this place down?
All right.
Like, he's on a gas stove, isn't he?
No, that actually looks electric because it's got that coil that wraps around.
Yeah, I've seen that on gas stoves too, though.
Oh, well then I don't know. But I mean, how do you forget to turn off a stove, in all honesty?
For 2 hours.
Well, I really had to get to that Mass Effect download.
Had to babysit the YouTube uploads.
I had to be the first one to upload it, or else I won't get those day one views.
Alright. So we're
It's
gonna
just
take this
so
guy
hard,
out.
man.
He's done.
It is pretty amazing in how much bacon shrank
He's a
because there's
little
no
bit
meat,
more
no meat on it.
soft than the other one. And keep in mind, if you weren't cooking with one hand, this bacon would look beautiful. It'd be nice thin strips.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it would look
separate
just
it with one
great
hand
with
and
having
give
no
you
meat on it
problems. Looks
whatsoever.
horrible. Alright.
Oh my god.
Now.
It's not your cooking skills that make this bacon look
Here's
terrible,
the thing.
Phil.
Your food's done. Your food's cooked.
Don't forget to turn off
These
this
are the
thing,
tips
Phil.
No one's gonna tell you.
Oh, there's tips that nobody's going to tell us.
Your food's cooked. You turn everything off.
Oh, that's the tip.
Bacon grease. What the fuck do you do with it? Well, there's several
You
options.
put it in a metal
You
can and then you throw it out
put
when
it
it's
in
solid.
a jar. You can.
Or you just give it
put
to like
into
waste disposal or something.
Do it when it's
another-
white hot,
okay,
too.
whatever you
It's
do.
the best idea.
If you're gonna put it in a jar, it has to be put into a glass jar. Do not put it into
be
plastic
put
or
into metal.
styrofoam. I've seen idiots put this into plastic
Styrofoam?
and styrofoam, and it fucking melts right through, and you look like a moron. If you put it in a glass jar, you can store it.
Unlike
for
me,
water,
who's videotaping one-handed trying to make
and
food.
use it for other
Yeah,
things.
using the worst bacon possible.
The most common thing that people
Just
do.
pour it down the toaster,
I'm
it'll
gonna
burn
be
right
honest
out.
with you, They either pour it down their kitchen sink, which is a
Don't
bad
do that.
move because the kitchen sink clogs all the time. Or the other thing that I see
Okay,
people
good, you
do,
actually
which
knew that.
I'm going to do because unfortunately there's nothing else I could do with this.
I'm going to put it in my blender and then drink it
This is
later.
gonna go down
Where are
the
you
pooper.
going? What?
So yeah.
What?
This is gonna
What?
go
He's also-
down the shitter, which is gonna be disgusting. But what can you do? As long as you know that
You can not do that. That's what you
not
can
doing
do.
This, 10
Well,
times a day,
time to go
it's
see
not
my
gonna
YouTube
clog up a
career.
pipe.
Time to feed it.
Safest
Here's some
thing to do with
bacon grease.
grease.
Oh my god. Yeah, because it's not going to clog up in your toilet. It'll clog up in the sink, but
Hot
not the
fucking
toilet.
potatoes.
Yeah. I actually do remember he uploaded a video where he's like, my toilet's clogged, I don't know why. And then he had to plunge it.
And I'm sure he recorded that too, so he can upload it and show everyone how to.
Well, that's how I saw it. I also noticed that he's barefoot walking through this kitchen when all that shit fell on his floor.
That bacon grease just splashing everywhere, and it's just as it's cooking.
Immediately.
Now pour a lot of cold
put
water
something
on
in
it.
the pan to separate the grease from the pan. So
Why?
Immediately.
Oh, he did
that
put
pan
cold water
cooled
on it.
down,
Yeah, but he did it
immediately-
after he put the
cooled down, but
soap
putting
on
hot
it,
water
so-
in, by the way. Do
like-
not ever put like super ice cold water in a really super hot pan. Where I
You
live,
just did.
The climate is temperate, but if you live in like a cold or hot area, you might break the fucking pan. But anyway, fill the pan with water.
This is something
put
you
the
probably
soap
learned
there
in
right
sophomore
away.
physics.
It
I
separates
like
the
how Phil
grease
doesn't
from
know
the pan,
that
so
when you
later
turn on the
when you
hot
go to cool
water,
the
it
pan,
takes
it's
a
a
few
lot
seconds for it to
easier.
turn hot.
I have a dishwasher, and unfortunately,
It was still
does not
cold when you
clean
put it
these
into that
pans very
pan.
Well, from experience, I can tell you that. Now, the biggest problem with my eggs, I can tell you right now, is because I was cooking with one hand, I wasn't able to multitask, and the cheese has burned on the edges. Now, it's not the eggs,
So
the
what?
cheese burned on the edges. The eggs look actually fine.
Alright, so lesson learned. Don't
so to
cook
finish the
one-handed.
plate, obviously, this is a hot pan as well. Later on, you can wash this normally. There's no grease in the egg pan usually, especially if you
You
Okay.
just sprayed it
something
with
down on
Pam.
it. The bacon, as soon as I'm done making the sandwiches, I'm going to put that in this freezer bag, and I'm going to get it into the freezer immediately.
Why didn't you do that now? Like
Finish
as soon as you're done with the
sandwiches
bacon.
just for,
While it was
cook's
cooking.
sake, we're going to put 2 pieces
Same
of bacon
hand that
on
grabbed
each
the raw
sandwich.
bacon.
Oh my god.
The bacon is nice and crispy.
It broke just
Yeah,
from
you can
him
cook the
putting
bacon
it
however you
down.
like. Some people like crispy bacon.
It's
some
also
people
the
like
hand that
rubbery
lifted the
bacon.
toilet seat up. Can I throw that
I
out
guess
there?
these days
And
I
the
do
one that
prefer
flushed the
crispy
toilet.
Bacon. When I was a
Oh
kid,
my
I liked
God.
rubbery bacon, but what I find, a little piece fell off.
You liked rubbery
Mm.
bacon.
What do you
When I
mean my
find as the older
business
I
is
got-
closed due to health violations?
The more you cook things, depending on what it is, sometimes it's tastier. Bacon can be tastier when it's rubbery, however. Being that...
Well, it's tasty because of all that fat on it.
Oh, my fucking bread just hit the floor.
Oh god!
That's a cooking
He's gonna
fault.
pick that up, isn't
You
he?
can't have bread on the
With the
goddamn
hand that
floor.
touched the bacon.
Listen,
No!
please, I can pick the bread
Gross!
up.
No!
Don't put that back on there. Like you're going around barefoot, tons of shit
With
just
bacon
hits the
anyway.
toilet. That's the
Oh,
hand
my
that
God.
flushed the
Bacon sometimes
toilet
does
and
not
lifted
taste
it
that
and
good.
touched the
Depends
raw
on what kind of
bacon.
bacon you're eating.
Well, it fell in my cat box, but that's
This is
okay. I'll
hard
just
to
brush
smoke.
it off.
What are these brown specks?
It's actually
Probably
pretty
nothing.
tasty, man. Just that
It's
one little
burnt
piece I
toast,
got.
whatever.
Once you get bacon, egg, and cheese like this, you want to flatten the sandwich.
Yeah, flatten that quote
Oh my
unquote.
God.
That's pretty much it.
Don't show us you eating this.
Within
Please.
17 minutes.
Well,
of
I'll
making your
upload a
bacon, egg, and cheese
vlog of a
sandwiches, you
DSP
pretty much
tries
cleaned
it.
up most of the mess. The only other thing, obviously, this is disgusting. You're
The
gonna
whole
have extra
thing is
grease or
disgusting.
whatever on that plate.
Yes, it is.
Your stove's gonna be a mess. What can you do? I'm gonna throw that in the fridge right now.
I literally got out of the
I'm
shower
pretty much
15
set.
minutes ago. I have to
I'm
go
gonna
jump
devour
back
these
in it.
sandwiches and jump
My
right into
skin
Mass
is
Effect 2
crawling.
DLC. So that was DSP's
The Mass Effect
one-handed
DLC
cooking.
is like, we're gonna show you
Gamer
today how to
food.
cook a
This is
bacon, egg,
gonna
and cheese
fuel me
sandwich.
through the Mass Effect
On
2
Commander
DLC
Shepard
until
tries
I
it.
go pick up Spider-Man and start playing it. Probably through that. So, this is one of the 1.5 meals I'll actually eat today, which is why it's 5 billion calories. I'm sure everyone's gonna say, "Oh my
One
god,
and a half
bacon
breakfasts
and
he's gonna eat
cheese
today,
and
you just
eggs."
said?
Yeah, well,
No, he said meals, to be
you
fair.
don't wanna go
Meals.
out
So
to
this
eat.
is
Okay,
like
okay.
breakfast and
Cook
half
yourself
of
10
lunch.
meals a day. This
Apparently.
is what you deal with. So.
Gotcha. So which meal is he skipping?
All right. This is it. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
I don't
Super
know.
Oh, he probably
simple.
just eats
Usually I
snack
do a
food
little
all the
bit
way
more than
through
this, by
lunch
the
because
way.
he's busy playing video games.
But I have 2 hands to work with this, and I'm not worrying about the camera. I do put salt and pepper. Bread. Usually I put it on
Why?
bagels and stuff like that.
Usually I don't use
Different
bread.
Things you can do, but I haven't had
I use
time to do it.
marshmallows.
Obviously, I'm turboing through this. But
Usually I just shove it
Alright,
into my fat
so
mouth
my first
right
video
as soon
of
as
this
it's
style,
done.
and send me your negative comments. Thanks.
Oh my fucking god.
Don't worry, Phil.
Oh.
We'll be able to do that.
Oh.
That was horrible. How do you screw up cooking that bad?
I do not ever want to go to Chateau de Phil ever. Ever. Oh my god.
Oh, there's some rats living in the flour. I guess that's fine.
FEMA would have a field day with that asshole.
I would love Gordon Ramsay to see that video.
Oh
For the record, I actually did show that video to a coworker of mine who's also a sous chef.
Okay.
Yeah, works at a professional restaurant, and he also has a second job where he works with me. And he was just open-mouthed silent the entire time he was watching it. Just wide-eyed, could not move or say a thing.
Oh my god, that was disgusting.
That was.
The choice in the meal, the preparation, the handling, everything was just,
Yeah, I know what to call this video.
go for it.
The Breakfast of Champions.
Phil's confused face on a fucking Wheaties box.